our main event of the evening. 40 wins for 36-year-old Daley, 20 wins for 35-year-old Silva.
That's a lot of experience right there, and Paul Daley does have that reach advantage. This should be what we say is a snobber block.
Yes, indeed. Two spectacular finishers. With the official introductions of our main event of the evening, here is Michael C. Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bellator MMA from London now presents the main event, 3 5-minute rounds in the welterweight division, sanctioned by Mohegan Tribe Department of Athletic Regulation Chairman James Gessner, Chief of the Mohegan Tribe Lynn Malerba at cage side, supervising ABC President Mr. Mike Mazzulli. And now on Paramount Network, introducing the blue corner at 5'11", weighing in 170.8 pounds. His professional record, 20 wins, 10 losses, fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting Erick the Tiger Silva. And across the cage, his adversary, fighting out of the red corner at 5'9", weighing in 170.6 pounds. Tonight at home here in England, the veteran enters the cage for the 60th time, bringing 40 professional victories, including 32 knockouts, along with 17 defeats and 2 draws. Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Nottingham, introducing Paul Daley. The referee in charge of the action, Mike Beltran.
All right, don't been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch goes now if you want. At the sound of the bell, come on out. Handle your business. Let's go.
You got a mean voice like yours.
Yeah.
You bossy.
Erick Silva. Paul Daley. Fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Here we go. England's own Semtex in the red gloves. The Brazilian fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Erick Silva in the blue gloves.
Good job of Paul Daley moving himself back. That beautiful black circle you see there. That's where Paul Daley should be fighting this entire fight, within that circle. Don't get your back towards that cage. Nice heavy kick.
32 of his 40 professional wins by knockout. No win by submission. Doesn't need him.
You know, for as long as we've seen Paul, everyone knows he is explosive. That's why he's got the nickname of Semtex.
Yep.
That is a highly volatile explosive, and that is Paul Daley. His left hook is unbelievable. It's the way he can turn on it. It's almost a Joe Frazier type of left hook, and you know, he's got the ability to put anybody out with one shot in this division.
Did you read my notes?
Yeah.
It's right there.
See? Smart people. They think alike. Big shot by Erick Silva. That's a beautiful right hand landed by him. And that's the type of shot he needs to follow up into a grappling situation, in my opinion, to win this fight. If he gets into a standing brawl with Daley, it's not that he doesn't have the power to hurt Daley at times, but the odds are definitely not in his favor in that type of fight.
Black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, also a black belt in Muay Thai under Gabriel Mendez.
Nice takedown by Erick Silva.
Yep.
That's what we're talking about. Look at, you have got to say, look, I have an advantage and I need to get the fight to a position where I can utilize that advantage. Now the big problem right here, Paul Daley is very good at getting back to his feet. It takes guys that have a lot of skill to keep him down on the ground, and we'll see if Erick can do that right now.
Much like you said, John, this is a fighter's fight. Paul Daley wants to chip away until knockout time. Erick Silva wants to show all of his skill set, which he's looking to do right here, right now. Outstanding ground game.
Yeah, this is, you know, when you look and you never know with a fighter what they're looking at, what they feel, but Erick Silva has had some wars. He had a fight against Matt Brown where he had Matt Brown almost out of the fight and decided to go after him and just put everything he had into it. But Matt Brown is that kind of guy that he's just that, you know, tough, durable guy that's stuck in the fight. And you look and you said, why did you not take him down and work a submission at that point? Why did you not go to what is your true strength? Because at a time, Erick Silva got away from the jiu-jitsu and said, I want to knock everyone out. Now we're seeing that he's being a smart fighter and going after Paul Daley in the way that he can get that win.
Said he's in a very good place right now, mentally, spiritually. He's more mature, he's calmer. He is fighting for the love of mixed martial arts. That a quote from Erick Silva. I think the same can be said for 36-year-old Paul Daley.
Paul Daley is, if there's one thing you know about Paul Daley, straight up, the word fighter fits in his name frame. It should be Paul the Fighter Daley because, man, he is a guy. Look at all those fights. He has been fighting for a long time, and he is still at the top of the food chain.
Has a huge painting of that very famous and very vicious Scott Smith knockout in his dining room.
Oh, I remember that one well.
I do as well.
This is, right now, you know, in looking at this fight, I said Erick Silva needs to take the game plan that Rory McDonald utilized against Paul and pull that sucker out of the closet and look at it and figure it out and implement it. That's what he's doing right now. This back position, don't worry about him holding your arm. Slowly start to wear him down. Do what you do best, and that is work on the ground. Paul is not an easy guy to get rid of on the ground. You've got to be smart in how you attack him.
Heavy shots to the body of Paul Daley. Final seconds of round number 1.
Paul just holding on to that right arm, closing in on it. He's saying, you know what, I'm just going to wait till the end of this round. If I have to give up the round, I'll do that, but you're not going to get your submission.
Watch it!
Stop!
When it comes close by, it's falling. Don't give it 1, 2 beats like this. Yeah, but his head is low. Keep the distance, don't get him put. Everything, but don't let it get close. Give the 1, 2 beats there. Even within this, you decide where it's going. Don't use focus around. Keep him. Relax, you can get him. Let's give it left though. Alright guys, take note.
Take this, haters. That don't kill me. Can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be ready.
Paul Daley. Erick Silva. Big John, round 1.
Round 1 definitely goes to Erick Silva. He did exactly what he needs to do to win this fight. Take him to the ground and slowly, systematically break him down.
Round 2. Red gloves for the Brit, blue gloves for the Brazilian. Oh, there's that left hook.
That was, and it was just a skosh off a target. Oh,
Big
right uppercut.
And a knee.
Good job of Erick Silva to get space.
Semtex looking for a finish. Another big shot. Silva's in big
Silva
trouble.
needs either hold on or move. Cannot sit there and get into a gunfight right now with Paul Daley. He's going to lose that battle. Big elbow.
Spinning elbow. Great uppercut. Landed flush by Semtex.
Movement by Silva is what you want to see right now. Don't let Paul, don't stand right in front of him and let Paul pick you apart.
Which is what Paul said he is going to do.
Yep.
Pick, explode, which is what he's doing right now, John.
Nice job of Erick Silva to recover, but again, movement is the key. That kind of shot is not going to get Paul Daley down. He's too good at his defensive wrestling.
Yeah, and not the same shot as we saw in the first round after taking all of this.
Yeah, when you see Erick Silva starting to set his feet and wing shots, that is bad news for Erick Silva. Movement right now or a clinch is what you want to see.
Daley was looking for that uppercut again. There's the left.
That was a big left hand to the body.
Paul Daley feels a finish. To the body again.
Smart by Paul, break down that body.
Breaks the clinch.
Oh,
and
again to the body.
Nice knee, though, by Silva on the answer. You can see how these punches and knees and the continuous damage that Silva has taken in this round has really slowed down the Brazilian as Daley throws some big hammer fists.
That was a big shot right there, Mike.
Looking to finish it right here, right now.
This is bad news for Silva. He needs to get a hold of Paul. Pull him in close. There you go.
What a round for Paul Semtex Daley.
Start to control those arms. Don't let him have the free shots. Use your legs to move his body. So easy to say and so very hard to do, especially when you've been hurt like Erick Silva.
Daley's last 4 wins, not surprisingly, have been by knockout. 10 of his last 11 overall. 32 of his 40 wins by knockout.
That is incredible when you think about it.
Absolutely.
32 of 40 by knockout. This was a big round for Paul Daley. He slowed himself down, and I will give him a lot of credit in the way he went about attacking Silva. He went after him real quick when he first hit him and then slowed that attack down and started to pick his shots and was very, very selective in how he went after him. Very smart fighting from Paul Daley.
Silva has survived thus far, though.
Oh, he has. I give him credit, man. He took some big shots, remained composed, got hurt to the point you thought maybe he was going to be out, but was able to at least, like I said, he's got to get a hold of him, get him close. All of that is going to keep you safe. When you allow there to be space, and you allow him to extend himself, he can generate power, and that can hurt you.
"30 seconds.
A lot of this lack of activity that you're seeing is Paul catching his breath. He put a lot of energy out in trying to get rid of Silva. It didn't work. Right now he's staying safe. He's going, look, I can stay in this man's guard. I'm just not going to let him turn his hips on me, and I'm just going to let this round go out.
Big, big round for Nottingham's own Paul Daley.
Look at this shot. Left hand, right hand, upper hook. Those all were at the beginning of the round. And it was that uppercut that landed, that started the downfall for Erick Silva in this round. Good idea of gaining space and moving back. And you see Paul going after him. Big elbow, lands on the spinning elbow. Tries to land the kick, misses that. But a lot of big, heavy shots landed. Beautiful jump kick by Paul Daley. Gets Silva to the ground, goes for that. Look at that left hand land. I can't believe Silva was able to survive some of the shots he took in this round. Smart, smart job of closing the distance when he could and getting a hold of Paul Daley, and smart of Paul to slow down.
We are set for the third and final round. Was that enough Ticket at 10-8, John?
Oh, no doubt in my mind, that is a 10-8 round for Paul Daley. There was damage done. There was domination of the action. Everything you want to see to give someone a 10-8 round, Paul Daley did.
Silva still standing. Representing Team Nogueira. He has trained in the past with Jacare and Anderson. Some of the best in Brazil, some of the best in the game. Paul Daley gets out of the way of that left hand.
When you're seeing Erick Silva switch to southpaw, that starts to give Paul a little bit of hesitation in his stand-up. If I was Erick Silva, if I could, I would stick with that southpaw stance.
Again with the left. Paul Daley drove a tank in the British Army. He hits like one, too.
As I say, he's got the same explosive punch as a tank.
No question. And he utilized a ton of body shots in his win over Lorenz Larkin as well.
Oh, you know, and look at Lorenz Larkin is such a dynamic striker. Beautiful kick to the body by Paul Daley. So fast, and all it took was one shot to change that fight and put it in Paul Daley's column.
It's been a while since Daley's won here in his backyard. 3.5 on the clock. Again, Silva with a nice left. But that 10-8, if the judges are in agreement with your unofficial scorecard partner, that's a big factor with 3 minutes remaining.
That's meaning Erick Silva needs to do a lot in this round. Win the round and win it decisively, or do something that's going to let the judges know, hey, I'm trying to finish this fight. Nice shot to the body. And you're seeing Paul Daley go to the body to finish off as they start to separate. All those shots are just punching a hole in the gas tank of Erick Silva.
Daley said he realized he had knockout power at age 15. He still has it 21 years later. Midway point of the third and final round. Nice jab.
There's a beautiful uppercut by Paul Daley. It just slid off of the chin.
And again with that left.
Love the way he throws that left hook. Nice right hand counter.
And again, and he turns the body and the shoulder, Mike Tyson style.
Exactly, and that's where you generate that power. That's why he is so explosive, and everyone fears getting into a stand-up brawl with Paul Daley.
Nobody was better than getting low and throwing their whole body into punches than Iron Mike.
Well, you generate all of your power from your legs and hips. That's what you're seeing when Paul Daley throws his shots. Good job by Erick Silva. Close that distance, get him up against the cage. Now let's try to work for a takedown. But he just pushes off. I'm surprised he did it. Erick Silva has showed an outstanding chin today. There's a question on how many shots have he taken in the past, and was he going to be able to stand up to the power of Paul Daley? And I'll tell you, he's been hurt. Man, oh, there's a 2-combination shot right there. That just hurt him again. He's in trouble, Mike.
Now wobbly legs again, Big John.
A minute left, that's a lot of time.
Oh, my! Flying knee with Silva. Able to survive with 50 seconds on the clock.
Even if he gets Paul down like he just did, he needs to go for the submission victory. He needs to finish right now. He needs to do something. He cannot just stay on top.
35 seconds, Paul, 35 seconds. 30 seconds, Paul, 30 seconds. 25 seconds. 20 seconds, Paul, 20 seconds.
This is such a hard position to be in because you've been getting hit by a guy and he's been bombing you, and now you're not getting hit, so like, I'll just stay right here, but you've got to say, do I want to win this fight? And that's what you're seeing from Erick Silva. He's going after it, trying to win.
job by Paul Daley. And Erick Silva reminding us that he is quite the warrior.
Look at some of this action here. Beautiful right-left combination, turns Erick Silva. Here's that flying knee, just landed off of the chin towards the chest. Watch this, just lands baseline down. If he had just brought it up a little bit to the left, that's a knockout blow. Beautiful fight by Paul Daley and an outstanding effort by Erick Silva.
All right, let's find out who's going to be popping a bottle of La Chamendua. Here is Michael C. Williams with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, all three judges at cage side, Michael Bell, Brian Miner, Ben Cartledge, scored the same, 29-27. All have it for the winner by unanimous decision, Paul Semtex Daley.
That, Mike, was an outstanding comeback win for Paul Daley. I thought he fought a very intelligent and tactical fight against MVP. He didn't get the nod, but man, he showed exactly what he still has as an MMA fighter. He's got that power, he's a smart fighter, and man, if he touches you, he can hurt you. Beautiful win.